Hey, I am so excited today to have my mother, Betty Sullivan, with me and my sister, Linda Slender, with me. Both these two ladies have been instrumental in my life. My amazing sister and her talents and her compassion. I wouldn't be alive today if she didn't have mercy on me many times. And my mother is the premier lady boss. I wouldn't be the leader I am today if it wasn't for her leadership and showing good leadership. So I am thankful for these two. And since this is a special Mother's Day, I wanted to get on a Zoom with them and say, Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Mom.
I love you.
Yes, we do. We love you, Mom. We miss
Thank
you.
you. Well, I miss you guys too.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not the same.
no, I know.
But
We'll
this
have
is
to
this
send
is
that
this is
this
good.
way.
Yeah,
and
this
in
is
our
good.
virtual world today, yes, Zoom for Mother's Day is probably becoming pretty standard. So how are you holding up staying inside, Mom?
Well, we've had some interesting experiences. This last week, I'm going to try to see if I can take you over here and show you. We did a appreciation the other evening uh, for our wait staff that's been bringing us our food.
Okay.
Can you see that at all?
Yeah.
Love,
Says
Says,
I could see we love our staff.
yeah, that's what it says. And
yes.
and so then tomorrow morning we're going to go out at 6 o'clock, and we're going a.m. and we're going to greet. Well, let me finish with that. We had all the people that have decks that face the parking lot, and they got on their decks with their pots and pans and loud, noisemakers and all those sorts of things, and we cheered on the staff when they came out. I think they were so embarrassed they just ran right on by us. We didn't know what to do with it all.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
You rowdy old people.
Yeah, that's what they probably thought. What are these old people doing? Anyway, at 6 o'clock Monday morning, we're going to line we have a gate where everybody has to come through that comes to work. And there
Right.
is a guard at the gate. He has his car parked on one side of the street, so they can
Right.
only come in one lane,
Right.
and meet him or her. And so we're going to park along behind his car along that side of the street, and we're going to have our blinkers and flashers and
Oh, wow.
wave some things as long as it's not raining. And we'll greet the staff. This is Staff Appreciation Week coming up, so
Oh,
we're
that's
gonna be doing that, and I'm gonna make some signs for the front windshield. So anyway, that's kind of what's going on. Some of the things that's keeping me busy organizing around here. So
yeah.
Yes, the lady boss continues.
Man,
I'm
you're gonna have
still
to
at
get
it,
up
Steve.
early.
Well,
I'm still at it.
it shows your ability to care for others, Mom, and your compassion, which I
Mhm.
truly appreciate. And
Yes.
I know Linda and I were really appreciative of the way you took care of Dad in those final
Yes.
weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
it showed me I see your leadership side more than I see your compassionate side. But the way you took care of Dad, it gave me an awesome opportunity to see the compassionate side.
Yes, and definitely.
Right. Thank you. I remember not going on for my PhD until you went off to college because you were a teenager, and I
Yeah.
didn't want to leave you alone at home. So
No, that was
I
a good.
remember that story.
Oh, you do? You remember me crying at 7 when you went back to work?
Yeah, I do remember those times. I remember the time you went off to school in your pajama shirt because Mom
Yes.
was gone. I wasn't there to make sure you got the right shirt on. And the
Dad
teacher
let
took pity on you and brought you home and helped you out.
Oh my goodness.
And
That's
I
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
do. I
that
remember
story if you hadn't
that.
told me. You told me that story.
Yeah. So, yes.
who helped you get dressed that morning and let you out the door? I hope it
I
wasn't
dressed
me.
myself because I think it was
Everybody,
third
everybody
grade.
was gone.
Uh,
Yeah.
and I had I just quickly dressed and I put a coat, kind of a light coat, a jacket on over because it was a little bit cool. I walked to school like I normally did. And then when I got to school and started to take off my jacket, I realized, uh-oh,
Uh-oh,
I
you
still have my
realize.
pajamas on. Now, today in high school, that would be no problem. Back then, I was going to get brutally teased, I'm sure. But I didn't
Yes,
want to
you
take off my
would've.
jacket. I just zipped it back up and went into class. And the teacher was like, Steve, you know, it's really warm in here. Don't you really want to take off your jacket? And I said, no, I do not. And then I started getting hot. And then I don't know if I went up her desk or if she was nice enough to see that something wasn't right and called me out. And
What's wrong, Steve?
yeah, what's wrong? I said, I forgot to change out of my pajamas today. She said, we can take care of that. So she took me down to the office to call you because we had landline phones back there, no cell
That's right.
phones.
Mm-hmm.
And then came and got me, took care of me. And then I could go back to class.
So you had to leave work, huh?
I'm sure it was not an issue at that moment, or I would not have been able to go. But you know,
That's okay. Sometimes, sis, you know, you remember when Mom went off to work, you were much older and you probably,
Yeah.
you didn't probably care because you were a teenager, like, woo, Mom's not around, yeah. But me, I was like, Mom's gone.
Yeah.
And then,
Help, I'm with my big sister.
well, and yes, and my big sister, who was supposed to take care of me, what was she doing? She was chasing after this guy that she eventually married.
Yep.
And so you didn't spend any time hardly with me, sis.
oh dear.
But anyway, I sometimes jokingly think, and I've teased you, Mom, that you scarred me, mentally scarred me by going back to work.
Work. Yeah, right.
Oh,
Yeah, it's taken me
I
50
made you
years
get
to
more
get over it.
self-reliant. That's for sure.
yeah.
What's one story that you would love to tell about Mom?
Oh man, put me on the spot, brother.
Well, I did tell somebody a story about you, sis, yesterday when I was talking to this woman who was telling me about how bad her boss was and how she was trying to mitigate the impact of her partner and their responses to her boss. And I said, well, at least you don't have a little child with you. When my mother met
yeah.
her boss was my little sister, I think she was probably 6 or 7. She looked up and said, are you the boss my mother hates?
Yeah. I've heard that story. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
It was a coworker, not a boss. But
Okay.
anyway,
Oh no, she's not the one, honey. That's somebody else.